You live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to the spot. Slink TV live coming here. We on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Share. Subscribe, like. I got a beautiful guest, a friend, right? A brother, a cousin, an uncle, all in one. Universal law. We built a very strategic and loving relationship over the years. It's amazing how you could not grow up with a guy and not take for granted the initial meeting of a person. So you cherish it more. You know, sometimes when you grow up with your friends that you grow up with, you know, you grow up with them, so you kind of like, you know, you might, yeah, you might get a little lopsided in the treating of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Not on the crud tip, but just off the accident.
Yes.
Because they live up the street or whatever. But
yes,
when you tend to like be from opposite territories, you kind of like cherish that relationship to another degree because, you know, go left or go right, it could get ugly. Right? But without further ado, without holding you, I'm going to introduce a very divine brother who's an artist, hardworking, father, man,
yes, sir.
Friend, and a citizen.
Yes, sir.
Right? A taxpayer.
Absolutely.
Right? A guy who has his own business, a guy who has had many valleys and many hills.
Man.
Right? So life really is not what happens to you, is how you deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And without further ado, I would like to bring Brother TANA. I feel pretty good. How you doing?
I'm feeling amazing.
Yeah, you feel amazing after a long, hard day's work. See, the job is never done for a black man.
No.
You know, even when we get home, we got another job.
Yes.
Even if it's to pick the kids up or to get wifey something to eat.
Yes.
Or, you know, even if it's just to peel the shells off the shrimp because wifey don't feel like, you know, whatever it may be.
Whatever it may be.
We got to contribute. You know what I'm saying? So people got to realize that it's rough.
Mm-hmm.
But if it ain't rough, it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? We don't like it easy, you know, because that's a myth of really what life is all about. It's not hard. It's just a challenge, right? And, man, you've been through a lot in your life. I let the people tell, you know, you can tell the people more about you, you know, what you into, how to me and your relationship. And we, you know, because we could talk all day. Me and you could talk all day.
We talk all day.
Yeah, we talk, because we get on the phone. Ain't never want, yeah, you know when you want to talk to somebody because you don't hear them with, hold up, I got to call you back. Because, you know, we know how to exit the conversation too.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
hold up, my wife
Yes,
on the
sir.
line. Because sometimes, you know, the joint be a dead end. Right? So, well, we coming from infinite wisdom.
Yeah.
Right? So we trying to connect to all the cosmos and the stars and all the things in the universe, right? This on a positive level. Because we know what negative is all about.
Yes, sir.
We got master's degrees in negative shit too. Right?
I agree with that.
But that's not being used, right? We pushing that positive joint, right? And one of the reasons being positive is so hard because it takes longer for people to see some success or some gain, right? Because they see everybody in front of them and they wonder, how is he get, you know, what is he doing that I ain't doing? Because I know I bar for bar or woo 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 or haircut for haircut. I know, right? But it might be some other elements in the universe.
I've been on both sides of that.
Right, they've been blocking or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's different things, man. What you think? What do you think is one of the major issues as a DMV artist? What is one of the major issues for our artists from this area to get mainstream? You know, we have a few, you know, Wale and I think the boy Savage was on the way up, right? You got
Savage.
Free Lil, he did good 3 years. I heard he got 3 years. You know what I'm saying? What's the other boy? Shy Glizzy. Right. You know more than me.
Yeah.
Shy Glizzy. But the guys Fat Trail, the notable guys that are considered, right? If we had a Mount Rushmore, out the city, who would go on it, Slim?
We had a Mount Rushmore throughout the city. It wouldn't even be done yet. I'm keeping it 1,000.
Okay.
If we had a Mount Rushmore in Washington, D.C.,
Right.
it wouldn't be done yet.
Right.
I'm gonna
Right.
keep it 1,000. You gotta throw Wale on there. That's the first person you
Yeah.
gotta throw on
I
there.
think he broke the thresholds
Yeah.
of where in what they call algorithms. He in another.
Yeah.
He done start
Yeah.
fading. He in the
Yeah.
iCloud. Me and Jay was talking
Yeah.
about the iCloud today.
Yeah.
But I think in the iCloud is way up there.
He done made his bones.
Right.
He
Right.
made his rounds, made his bones. And I remember when I first heard Wale, I was playing football in high school.
Right.
I was like 15.
Right.
And it was that ice cream joint he did.
What year was that?
This was 2000.
You remember that, Jay?
This was 2000.
Ice Cream Joe.
This was 2005.
2005.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I first heard Wale on the radio, we was going to scrimmage HD.
Oh, that's
Man.
right, because you was a running back. Who was we? You was a running back or something?
Yeah, I played for collegiate.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about some of your athletes. Okay, see, people need to know that.
Yeah, I went to collegiate.
You know, because
Class of 2008.
so you was a running back.
I was running back and a DB.
So which position you was better at?
I was better at running back. They made me play DB.
Oh, based on the level of talent that y'all had.
They made me play DB because the head coach was a DB and his father was a DB.
Right.
Yeah.
So he had to see some potentials in you if you want to. What was it that made you want to play both ways if you was playing so good running back?
He came and scouted me because I played for Rosedale.
Okay.
And I was playing running back and linebacker for Rosedale. And the reason why they had me playing linebacker because I played football aggressive. So they put me at linebacker down Rosedale. But he told me to my face the reason why he recruited me is because he came to one of my games and I was just blocking real good.
Right.
I was blocking real good that game.
Right.
So he was like, man, that's why I wanted you. You was doing real good at blocking. You had a good game. I remember seeing you at running back. I remember seeing you at linebacker.
Right.
But you did real good at blocking. And he was a DB in college. He played AFL. Thank you, sir. Shout out to my
he played AFL?
Yeah, he played AFL.
Wow.
And he was established. He come from a family up from uptown, DC.
Okay.
Right up here.
Okay. Up on this end?
Up on this end.
This is really uptown here.
Yeah, this is the real uptown.
Yeah, this is really uptown because you
uptown.
Well, that's another argument. That's another podcast because a lot of people say 7th Street is uptown.
Nah, 7th Street, Midtown.
Break it down there. See, when you trying to get to that other park, let's go back to what you told me. We had to go Rose there because you great coach so well. Because you was great breaking. Because it's gonna be somebody gonna dispute that. Okay, go ahead. I'm with you.
I'm really one of them ones from Washington D.C.
Mm-hmm.
Lived all over D.C.
Trials and tribulations.
Trials and tribulation all over.
Rental adjustments.
All
family disputes.
All that.
Right, rearrangements and salary caps.
All that.
Yeah, all that. You know, see that the salary cap would take you from the sofa to a queen size bed. That's a differential.
That's a fact. That's 100.
It's been a lot of people.
Yeah.
That a lot of times, you know, a little bit further back, everybody didn't have a bed.
Nah.
You know, some people sleeping on the couch.
That's a fact.
Some people sleeping on the floor.
Couch. I remember sleeping on the floor.
Mm-hmm. I have too. Jail cell floor. Well, go ahead.
Back to the question about Mount Rushmore. You gotta put Wale up there number one because he made his bones. He put his work in, and he took his inspiration from a culture that he was inspired by. That's what I really salute him for. He took our culture that he was inspired by and made himself a part of it. Got the embracement from the OGs, Kirk Bone, Tony Lewis Jr., welcome home, Tony Lewis Sr.
Mm-hmm.
And he took it to a whole nother level. He took it to a place that I feel like people from here ain't think you could take it there. Because I remember when I first heard him on the radio, the first thing I thought was, oh, DC dudes can rap.
Right. Because that track you talking about right there, go way back.
It go, man, this is one of his first ones. It's sampled TCB, if I'm not mistaken, the ice cream song.
You don't
Here
remember
comes
that?
the
Jermaine,
ice cream. Yeah. TCB, that's my herb.
Okay,
that's my herb.
Yeah, he an old head. He an old head now.
He said, he said it, Jay, not me.
Yeah, he an old head.
I just said TCB my herb.
Hey, Slim, it's good to be an old head out here because the climate getting warm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bounce be herb.
Yeah, it's look like
bounce be herb. When it switched up, TCB, TOB, MOB, Raw Image.
Right.
That's my herb. Bounce beat. When it went from put your one leg up, put your booty on the floor to make that ass clap.
All right.
They was before they was twerking, they was clapping in the city.
Right.
I'm talking about clapping.
Right.
And that's the era I'm from. So Wale sampled one of TCB classic songs, and I heard it on the radio, and I was immediately inspired. I was already rapping before then, but I was inspired by that. I was like, damn, DC dudes can rap.
Right.
So that's why I say you gotta put him on.
So
you gotta put him on.
So
Mount
right now,
Rushmore.
okay, you saying okay, all right.
You got to.
We got Mount Rushmore. Let's
and
say
then the other three is your subjectivity, whatever, how you feel, your perception. Me personally,
what you saying right now, Wale is the only deadbolt lock.
He the only one on there, and Mount Rushmore not finished. If you ask
all
me.
right, okay,
It ain't finished.
Okay, that's fair statement. A lot of people would debate that. That's why that's good, but that's fair.
Yeah,
because Wale, for real, when you start talking about Wale, will be considered our
ambassador.
Hov. He will be our Hov.
Okay,
from the rap game. That show you the difference of where you need to be. Like, don't look at Jay-Z where he. I'm just talking about the position.
Yeah.
Right? He, because he's been on label, Brandstorm. Rick Ross was on that label name.
Yeah.
I don't know what Maybach Music. He was on Maybach Music.
He made his rounds, collected his bones, and you gotta salute him. You gotta salute him because he put the work in. If the man put the work in, you gotta salute him. He put the work in.
You know, one thing I like about Wale that I think which allows him to grow at a rate that he's growing. His name don't be on no bullshit.
I ain't never heard his
right.
name
He kind of like know how to navigate. So that let me know who he dealing with, who he navigating, the way he navigating. He know how to move to the point. Then that might be our culture where he can see that other stuff and the fluff and all the bullshit. He working our senses. We working our the city senses.
Yeah.
Because see, one thing about the city senses, when I say cities, dude, what the fuck you talking about city? That means like, don't get caught bullshit. No Bennett Park talking about which way to go this way, and you got a fat old wallet. And the sun that went down. So that's gotta have city sense. Like, don't pull over and get gas on Bennett Road, just because it's $2 cheap.
Yeah,
and 2 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have some city senses. Yeah. So I think he used that to kind of like navigate him to the point where even though the guys that he was dealing with, they were much more advanced in business. Yeah. He had to have somebody around him advise him good because he made some good choices to get to where he at.
Yeah, shout out Wale, man.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to him. He put the work in. That's just me as a man. You put the work in, I'm gonna salute you. Yeah. Because I know how hard it is to put the work in.
Yeah.
All the flack that come with putting in the work, especially when he first came out. His it ain't that we wasn't fucking with him. We gave him a hard time with embracing him because we didn't identify with him.
Mm-hmm.
But the OGs, Kirk Bone and Tony Lewis, they embraced him. And over time, we end up opening our arms to him. And look where you're at now.
Yeah.
You gotta salute it. So he on Mount Rushmore for me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I would think so. I think that's gotta be a lock.
Yeah.
Now, what y'all think? I mean, you just gonna always have some dude. See one thing about, just like I was telling you about a dude that I noticed his main emotion is hate. I give them what they want. They just throw, how the joint in Columbiana?
Yeah.
When Columbiana had, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
What I locked the jump.
No, you all right. Hey, but listen, in Columbiana, she had dogs, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed one of the things that she was doing with the dog is she was controlling them by the food, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she would throw that food out there. Remember, she said, eat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying that, man, it's different out here.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely can control somebody with what you feed them.
What, shifting gears, why is it so hard to sell music with content? No, not in DC, all over the world. It could be New York. The dudes is in New York, they can rap still not getting that break because the content that they putting out might not be what the industry looking for, because they're saying that the industry now want a lot of drill kill music. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Sip, syrup, boo, 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 I kill, blah, blah, you, woo, 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 like that. So when you start talking about conscience in Africa and all that, or the Bible or any type of tablets or spiritual experiences, that music is a little harder to push. I don't know. I'm asking.
I would say
you gotta stay true to yourself, though, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. This is just something I'm just learning. On some industry shit, if you make a choice to get in the industry, you gotta understand, man, this shit is a game, and it's a game, but and it's a business. So you gotta play to win, and you gotta understand this shit is a business.
Mhm.
What you here for? If you rapping just to get a positive message out there, okay, cool. I'm not mad at you. But if you make the decision to get in the business, make it your business to get your money. That's what I'm gonna say.
I like the way you. Hey man, did you ever used to shoot crap?
Yeah, you shoot dice.
I could tell because you squirrel them. You squirrel that right in there.
No
I
question.
like that though, but I got it. You know, but sometimes you know when you shoot fireworks, you know a lot of people look at it over here, but they always see when you're on point. You always see a dude lighting the fuse.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna
yeah.
wait till the jump go off
Nah,
because
nah.
that could be enough to get your head blown off.
That's a fact.
When dude light the fireworks, I'm watching to see how the fuse go. I ain't wait till the drum. No, see, I ain't one of them dude, walk around carrying sparklers. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
I understand exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Whatever, one time I was incarcerated, right?
Right.
We're going to shift gears because we're going to go on to something that's, a lot of people in our community been hit with underneath mass incarceration acts and stuff like that, part of the system. And a lot of us fell into booby traps.
Yeah.
And some of us were able to get
Tricked
out.
our position.
And some of us, even when we got out, still suffer from atrocities of the brain, post-traumatic stress. People don't never got checked out.
Yeah.
Because when you're incarcerated, there's a lot of stuff you gotta erase off your data, but it's still there. Because there's some things inside where you have to see and not see.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? For all kinds of reasons. Legal issues, physical issues, right?
Mhm.
So you gotta be, you done seen some things that's not normal,
Right.
where you have to not see.
Right.
That's something hard in this generation for people to do.
Man, this generation is so, I don't even want to sound like I'm coming down on them, but it's 100% true. The generation under me, I thought like we was
So you saying what?
desensitized.
So you saying the 20, somebody in their 20s?
I'm gonna say 27 to 18.
Huh?
27 to 18, that generation
Yeah.
completely desensitized. It's not for them, it's normal to walk up on you with a camera like this and prank you. It's normal for them.
Right.
They don't have no respect for your personal space. They don't have no respect on the level far as just a person because of social media.
Right.
Because of
So you say, let me ask you this. How much you think, I'm gonna say this. How much you think of the problems? See, I got another thought too. I know that, listen, I don't even really give it all to them, right? Because I know when the seed is hatched, somebody got to fertilize it, somebody got to raise it, somebody got to water it, somebody got to till it, somebody got to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you grow a crop and you don't tend to it, then a weed might come up, a potato might come up in the vegetables. You see what I'm saying?
you got to put that work in.
So I look at that as parents raising the kid as well.
Yeah.
If a child trying to raise a child or a woman or a man, without no assistance from, because I had a child when I was 23.
My first child, 24.
And you were clearly more mature. You were more mature than me at my age.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That was one of the reasons why I was, if a dude understand what I'm saying, was attracted to you through your energy, right? Because I'm like, damn, shorty, I know you're young because you baby face Nelson.
Yeah.
You got all that little fuzz on your face now, but when I first met you, you
had this.
quiet in the corner, you know what I'm saying, minding your business.
Yeah.
Right? But you had a little halo, a little glow about you that where you were approachable, because a lot of older guys, they scared to approach the young dudes.
They don't know
you know
how
what I'm saying? Because they don't know how. Because you know why? Because they done got so out of touch.
Yeah.
Right? And they didn't start forgetting what they used to do. You know what I'm saying? Dude don't forget he used to be on boat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude don't forget he used to rob.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, he forgot he used to blow.
Yeah.
You understand? So now he done got himself, he done wiggled, done him 60, 70 months and got a big chest, big back.
Mm-hmm.
Now he a little fresh and he done forgot everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So he ready to cast scorn instead of extend his hand.
Yeah.
And help a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you got something bad to say about a motherfucker, you needed to be able to extend your hand to the dude.
Okay.
Before, you know what I'm saying?
You got to speak their language.
Yeah.
You got to go in them. You got to go in their word to bring them out of there, man. And when you in there, you got to be able to speak their language. You got to be able to resonate with them.
Resonate?
Yeah. 100. No question.
What does resonate mean?
And resonate mean align with their frequency.
Ooh.
You got to be honest. I break it down to speaking their language.
Right. So
You gotta be able to speak their language, and I ain't just talking about how they talk. I'm talking about actually pulling up on them and being able, like how you do in the shop when the young boys come in the shop, and you automatically draw them into you by just saying, "What's up, short?"
Yeah, I'm gonna speak. I always speak. But let me tell you this though.
It's the tone in your voice and
Yeah.
how you say it.
Yeah,
It's welcoming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they automatically feel like, oh, I can come to him. When he acknowledged me,
Yeah.
I'm when I'm in his presence, I'm there. Like he see me.
Right.
I see you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's all in your tone. That's something I observed when watching you just being in the shop
Well,
all the time.
I try to connect, right? But before I connect, from me doing what I've been doing for such a while, what I do is I got to be able to read. I got to be able to read. See, we got to be able to read the prayer. I say you make got 60 seconds between the time that something really can transpire.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
You got like 60 seconds. 60 seconds before something actually can transpire, before something go all the way left. You know what I'm saying?
So you something go all the way left.
Yeah, so you got to be able to read an individual. Like we already know, prime example.
Yeah.
Me and my man just was talking today. You see 6 dudes pull up behind your car, everybody got hoods and masks on, it's 9 degrees out there. Right. Slim, go through the light.
Go through the light. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Common sense.
Go through the light, Slim, because you know, you could be lost, fake like you're lost or something, make a right, quick right or something. Yeah. You'll know immediately if they're on you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you just cool, you just follow, they just walking you out.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to read people too. You got to be able to understand how people. But when you connected to them, you know who's who.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I can look at a dude and know if he on some bullshit. Now I may be wrong in certain cases, but I kind of like, because I've been down. I ain't no motherfucker that always been up. I've been broke.
About to say at one point,
I've been
you
broke.
identify with that.
Yeah, so I done done some crud. I done done some crud.
Yeah,
I done done some crud. I just done so much good that the crud is so far down.
Right.
That a dude, if you ain't a certain age, you don't know about it. Right. Because all I've been demonstrating over the last 25, 30 years. Yeah. But in between, or before that, man, look. Man, I gotta do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't always been straight up, as we say. You know what I'm saying? People always try to act like they so holier than thou, right? So that's why I kind of like have a little compassion for people a little bit more.
Yeah.
Some people say too much.
Too much?
I mean, some people say, what? You never had nobody say how you do a kind act, and it may even be your woman say, why you do that? Yeah, you pull up at the see that just little small just you pull up at the light, little dude. I'm wearing a bum. I pick my bum.
Yeah,
right. Because some I know is a con, and then some I can look right at him and say, Slim, he look bad.
So hold on, let me ask you this: when you pick your bums, right?
Yeah.
When you know you about to get, when you know you got one that's gonna con you. Do you have some days when you still be like, I'ma still fuck with you, even though I know you think you conning me? I'm gonna still fuck with you.
Absolutely. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to you.
Yeah.
But I know what he on.
Yeah, just
right?
I know what he on.
I'm conscious, but I'm still not gonna allow him to block my blessings from my act.
Because you understand his language, right?
Yeah.
It be the language.
Yeah, I done been to a point, and sometimes people, man, this is new too. I'm so sick of all these quote unquote, people acting like, they want certificates and plaques and all that for any little thing you do.
Yeah.
Man, I'm more into the work. I don't care nothing about no reward or nothing. I really care about the people. Yeah. That's why I like to help people so they really can feel it. You can feel when somebody really help you, and then when somebody help you for their name's sake.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of that going on, especially online. Especially 100%. Wallow say it's a whole lot of cultural finessing going on. It's a whole lot of cultural finessing, meaning like what I took from it, culture meaning lifestyle, finessing meaning getting over, man. We live in a lifestyle, but it's a lot of people in the lifestyle, in the culture, finessing other people in the name of the culture. Do it for the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's all for the culture. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Nah, you're not getting over on me because you playing like you in the culture, you for the culture. You're not really for the culture if you're trying to get over on me in the name of the culture.
Yeah. Well, one thing about it, man. Advancement.
Yeah.
There's 2 words, advance and then the mint. You could take the M-E-N-T and put the M-I-N-T. That mint. Dude trying to advance for that mint. You know what I mean? That's the real mint.
Yeah.
Because everybody, you know, for real, you look at where we at as a people.
Yeah.
We so far behind, right?
Yeah.
But we the brilliantest minds that ever walked the face of the earth, right? But it don't
Right.
make no difference how smart you are if you ain't conscious or in tune
Being conscious, man.
with how great you can be.
Yeah.
And then if you
Self-perception.
constantly getting, you know, like we talked about the kids in the mornings that's undernourished. People don't take consideration to what's these kids, because some of them leave out the house, ain't got nothing to eat,
Yeah.
ain't ate, they go smoke.
Yeah.
When they go smoke, they smoke before they drink.
Yeah.
Hey, man, go do smoke a J before he even get a scrambled egg.
Yeah, that's
Anything,
a fact.
a J, which got fun
They
on
smoking
and
too
all
eat.
that, and he got the drill music on.
Yeah, man.
So you know that's
What
you
you
know.
think about the drill? What you think about it?
Well, it's a business, like you
It's a
said,
business.
and I understand what the powers to be. Because they always gonna monetize
Yeah.
off our blood,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because that's just the way stuff. And only people can actually change that is us.
Yeah.
Because see, now we got all the knowledge to understand what it takes to change.
Yeah.
Then we got to be held accountable for some of the stuff we ain't doing too.
Yeah.
And from the top on down, for some of our billionaires and millionaires, they could be reaching back a little further.
Mhm.
Besides doing the stuff that's rewarded on TV
Mhm.
and getting the gutter, man.
Yeah.
Drop some millions in that hood when nobody know you dropping it. But they doing it. You know, they doing it. I think they
Okay.
doing it.
Okay.
What you think? You think our top, okay, we talked about Mount Rushmore. You think
Yeah.
our top 100 black earners?
Mhm.
Let's take on 100 of them.
Mhm.
So I think we got, how many billionaires do we actually have, black billionaires? Anybody know? 7?
7 billion. 7 black
Let me
billionaires.
show you something. We can look it up right quick. We can take a minute.
Yeah.
And if anybody out there know, let me know.
Yeah.
14.
black billionaires.
Okay, we got 14 black billionaires. Hold on, let me take
in America.
Let me take a minute out for it just to say hello, because my thing went on. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Pavin. Let me say hello to some people.
Okay.
Hello, Gary Smith. How you doing, big homie?
All right.
Hello, Eric
up,
Johnson.
Gary?
Speak to some of your people on the line. Let them know that you do see them. You know, because
Yes, sir.
sometimes, you know, people like to be acknowledged.
Yeah, man.
You
Knowledge
know,
of people.
Yeah, yeah. So, Eric Johnson, what's up, big boy?
What's
How
up,
you
Eric?
doing, man? Oh, I'm talking about your people.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Oh, you don't even know. You got so many followers. You don't know who they is, huh? Hey, Michael Johnson. Hey, Thomas Jefferson. You don't know who them are. But that's
Man,
good, though. If you got,
It's honestly, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. On Instagram, that's where my following come from. They take your content, and sometimes I be feeling like people monetize all my content more than me. Sometimes
right.
I get followers, but I did a freestyle and posted it on Instagram.
What's the name of the freestyle?
The freestyle was for my track called Paid. A bounce
Paid,
beat.
P-A-I-D?
P-A-I-D, yeah.
Okay, paid. Okay.
Paid.
Okay.
Bounce beat remake. And
Who
man,
did the beat?
I did the beat.
You do beats too?
I did that beat.
Okay, all right. So you do beats.
I
All right,
do-
go ahead.
I do beats now.
Yeah, you do beats.
I
I mean, if
did
you
that
did that,
beat.
don't that mean he do beats? Huh?
did that beat.
You did that beat? Well, you do
Yeah.
beats. That's not the only one you done too.
Nah, that's not the only one.
Okay,
I done.
well,
I got
two
a
is
couple.
plural, so you do beats.
I do beats.
Okay.
100.
Yeah.
Hit me up.
That's what I'm saying about how we is. See how we ready shortchange? You do beats.
Yeah.
You don't just do art. See, sometimes in the rap industry, a dude might be rapping,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a lot of dudes that was rapping, was good rappers, but they was great at making beats, like DJ Quick. No dude like that making beats.
One of the best rappers alive, Scarface.
Yeah,
And
Scarface.
a lot of people don't know Scarface did all his beats.
Those guys make beats. Dr. Dre.
Man.
Dr. Dre makes, all the top.
Yeah.
You got it because they sampling, they doing,
Mhm.
they getting in there. They own all the equipment, so why not be up all night trying to figure out what's going on?
Man, Scarface said it on his podcast. He did all, if I'm not mistaken, he did My Mind Playing Tricks on me. If I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
that's Ghetto Boys.
Yeah, but that's one of them.
You know what? That's what I come up with.
Yeah.
Now we talking about my ear.
Yeah, that's my man.
And Scarface and the Ghetto Boys is something that I used to love. But I used to like Willie D.
Yeah, I
See,
like Willie D
Willie
too.
I like Willie D.
was thorough, straight up.
Willie D used to get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
50,000, I'll get bitch ass out of one punch.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Willie D used to drop you off that boat and watch you float. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He used to have some joints, man. Lay you what is the joint? He used to have your legs humping the ground. You know that joint? He's talking about, look at you horizontal. He used to say some joint. Your legs.
Willie D was straight
Man,
up,
Willie D was called. He said, "You cried when your grandmama died. That was real. You ain't gotta cry no more. You're going to see her." That was one of the best joints. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, this dude terrible, man.
Shout out Willie D.
Man, Willie D. I like Willie D. And just recently on that podcast, which you gotta look up to, the music execs, dudes have been and all that. So dudes like, man, you talk about, man, these guys are made.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand that it's never no problem to give due or pay homage.
No, never, ever,
Right?
never.
But only a blessed man could bless somebody.
What you mean by that?
Are you blessed?
I'm blessed.
That's what you think you can bless somebody and ain't be blessed?
Yeah, I think you can.
You think so? How you gonna bless somebody? You don't obtain it yourself. How you know what it is?
Person might ask me, man. I'm
No,
lost.
not you.
Oh.
Because we know you just said you blessed. He just said you blessed. We talking about a guy that's not blessed. You think he really can bless somebody?
A guy that's not blessed, no.
Yeah, can you do it? I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
Blessed. You think a dude with no money can give a dude some money?
Yeah.
I said a dude with no money can give a dude some money.
Yeah, I think so. You ever heard of a fool? I forgot how they said, but you ever heard of the saying how like you could get some game from a fool?
Yeah, I heard of something like that. You know, you can learn a lot from a dummy. That used to be always, when we came up, they used to one of the things where you used to demonstrate that a dummy, I think it was the Volvo commercial. Remember the Volvo commercial? We used to have two dummies in there and they drive the Volvo off the cliff and just make just crash the car just to show you that, you know.
In fact, I know a dude when I was young, never had no money. But he had some of the best ideas on how to get some money.
Okay, so you branched out. You built an attic at that time. I like that. But I understand what you're saying because your money ain't just always monetary. It could be thoughts.
To me, I'm gonna say money is like your energy you use to make a transaction.
Okay.
Without money, you ain't making no transaction.
So, look, check this out. Money is, do you think the actual cash, paper, is ever going to be extinct?
Yeah. Over here,
you think in this country? So you think in this country? Because we great ship grids and we great talk about the submarine, and we're gonna do a little segment of after you tell me about how you think that money will is sooner or later, and give me a time frame where you think that it's gonna dry out. 10 years, 5 years, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you actually think the actual dollar, the actual paper, will be extinct?
I think at some point America gonna do away with the dollar in America, but I think like people like the Saudis gonna still take that cash though.
For what, oil? Whatever
they want.
Well, that's the only thing they sell is oil.
And you gotta buy it in cash.
Yeah, you got to buy. So oil's the only thing. One of the last things that's what's really saving our dollar. You got to buy oil with cash.
Yes.
You can't buy it with electronic funding. They want to see that bread.
They want that cash.
But them Saudis want to put that bread up.
Yeah, they want that cash, and they buying everything.
Well,
and they got everything over there.
There's so much going on, man. Them dudes just trying to overtake Putin. You see my man trying to overtake Putin the other day? Man, come on.
They said Putin fled on a jet and
got out. Man, you didn't see that?
Putin fled Moscow and got on the jet.
This dude got out of jail. He used to work for Putin, man. Was one of his top guys. You know, you don't want to give up nothing that's false information, but you know, just kind of verbatim. You know, their CIA is the KB9. What is it? KBG. That's their FBI or whatever they like, their CIA or whatever. This dude used to be working for KBG, right?
Yeah.
Got locked up, right?
Yeah.
Did some time.
Yeah.
Came home, went hard, tried to resurrect. He did the joint like down the Capitol.
Yeah.
You ain't see that? Man, they got a civil war in Russia. Did you see that, Slim?
I read that.
You see that? About the civil war basically over in Russia.
I read about that.
You could tell with this. when dudes reply like that, guess what they saying?
What's that?
I'm okay.
I'm
What?
good.
I'm good.
No matter what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And I'm happy.
No question.
Yeah. Yeah. See, they letting you know they all right. They only know Russia, they worrying about what happened up the street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't bring that shit down here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like I'm
bring that
saying,
shit over here.
yeah. But
Okay, what's
Russia.
going on?
Oh Lord. Hold on. Hold on. Yes, my love. Hold up, honey.
That's the check-in right there.
Yeah, she probably said, honey, where are you? Yes, my love. Honey. Babe. Uh-oh. Well, moving right forward. Get back to what you were saying.
I read about Russia. I read about how Putin fled Moscow. I read about that.
What you read?
I read about the
What did you get from that?
What I took from is he looked what whatever they got going on over there, whether it's a war or whatever, he losing it.
Right. They say he unraveled.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the way they got it, they say Trump and Putin grade be sellies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trump and Putin grade be sellies, man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know who gonna get the top bump.
Yeah.
I think Trump gonna get that bottom bump. Clem, if I know, you know what I'm saying?
Putin gonna make Trump get the top bump.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Putin is a gangster.
What's up, Randy Smith? What's up,
Randy?
Keisha Browning,
Hey, Keisha.
Tracy, Renee, Carter. Hey, Miss Carter. Hey, Rishi Pittman. You got to get with us. Oh, yeah. Just to let you know. Excuse me. We are broadcasting live from 829 Upshur Street, which is Entitlement Lounge, which is not open on Mondays.
Okay.
Tuesdays,
Wednesdays,
Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays.
and Sundays. Okay.
Sundays they
Slide
have
up here.
Sundays they have brunch.
Okay.
Brunch is from 12 to 5.
Oh man.
Phenomenal.
Okay.
Food up here is torch. Everybody will tell you about the brunch. The food is torch. Shout out to the chef. Chef is on 1000. Very sociable guy, very approachable. He might even tell you a little extra season to put on something. You know what I'm saying?
Belgian waffles back there?
Belgian waffles. I'm
Yeah.
sure that's not a problem with.
Okay.
Yeah, they got them. Y'all got them. There they
Say
have
no
them.
more. I'm up here.
See, I'm
Say
connected.
no more.
Listen.
Say no more.
Now, you know I hip you too. Now, that club is no longer there. That club is now a house.
Okay.
Remember I sent y'all to,
Axum.
what was that?
Axum. I think that's what it was called.
No, man. That's the one on Florida Avenue. That was called, cause my man used to do the hookahs up in there.
I thought that was called Axum.
No, oh my God. My man Ron Anthony, my homeboy Ron Anthony, that was his club.
Shout out Ron.
Shout out to Ron Anthony. Oh, who is also the assistant principal at Wilson. Also, he also has boats. A boat where you can ride.
You can ride his boat.
Yeah, I rode on his boat. 2 hours. You could check his rate,
Shout
go
out
to
to
his
him.
page. Very professional.
Successful dude.
You can ride on a boat. Y'all can, go in the water.
Yeah.
Take your little, your sandwiches and all that.
Yeah.
And the little, the Moet or whatever. And just ride the Potomac. Me personally, I like to ride the waters at night because I like the lights.
Yeah.
I got a fetish about the lights. But he got a nice boat.
Off the water.
Yeah, how they reflect. It's kind of sexy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about riding with no 6 dudes and the lights and all that, trying to be sexy and all. I'm talking about,
I'm on the boat at nighttime. I'm with a woman.
Right.
Leave that.
Yeah.
Leave that.
Yeah, you're with the woman. Yeah.
No question about that.
Yeah, it's almost a woman. You with the woman. Yeah, clear that. You got a lot of damn nerve.
No question
Look, see, my
about
wife
that.
calling, you know what I'm saying? She pressed, he on the
Shout out
podcast.
to the wife.
Yeah, she good. But what I was saying is we was talking about a lot of different things, man. Slim, one of the reasons I got you here because hey Tish, how you doing? A lot of people, or a lot of people, or a lot of young guys.
Okay.
Now, as you look at them, you see yourself where they at, where you was.
Yeah.
And what advice or what roadmap do you have? You would hope that a person wouldn't have to go through everything that you've been through to turn it around.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't want them to do that. But sometimes the harsh truth is what people need to hear. So I tell people that all the time. It's like, well, I don't want, sometimes, prison save lives.
Goddamn right.
You know what I'm
Saved my
saying?
life.
So prison ain't always a bad thing.
No.
That's not the first thing,
Right.
but it's what you do with it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You could turn things around from that.
Excuse me.
Because I have a lot of friends that have been incarcerated, and they didn't use that to bring them down. They used that as motivation
Yeah.
to turn their life around.
Turn life
You know
around.
what I'm saying? And they doing better now than they ever been doing.
A lot of us did that.
Right.
Honestly.
Right.
I
Right.
feel like, man, you right here, right now. Cause
Yeah,
usually
listen,
went
we
through,
went from talking in the cell,
yeah, to
reading,
right here,
reading
right
books, to be on a YouTube channel.
now. Right here, right now.
Right here,
Right
now.
now.
And this was every bit of what I met
11
you.
years ago.
I met you.
10 years
What
ago.
I met you in 2009 or 10?
2010.
2010. You ain't had a whole lot of time,
Nah.
which was good.
Nah.
Which was good because you don't need a whole lot of time to get it.
Nah.
Not you, but I did. See, everybody
It be
different.
like that sometimes.
It's everybody different.
Yeah.
See,
It be
your
like that
loss might have been great enough for you to recoup.
Right.
See, I had to lose more.
Right.
I signed up for some more losses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I came home and, got right back,
Mhm.
to what I was doing.
Right.
Just progressively in another.
In another way.
And they do what they do. Like
Mhm.
that stuff that you kill a weed roundabout, they rounded me up.
Round you.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's where me and you met.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Second, yeah, I remember that.
So you was able to catch one charge.
Mhm.
Is that your first time being incarcerated?
That was my first time in prison.
Right. But you've been arrested before.
I was
That wasn't no
already
police or probation question. I'm just trying to give some clarity.
I was already convicted for a felony before I went to prison, and when I caught 2 more charges, and got convicted of those 2 charges, and was sentenced to prison after that.
Okay. How much time
How much time I who?
did the judge give you? You went to
I
district
got.
court?
No, I went to
Superior court.
Superior Court.
Okay.
I got 24 months in one case, 16 months in the other case. Ran consecutive,
So you got 24 months.
40 months.
Oh, they ran
Consecutive,
it consecutive. Okay,
Yeah.
40 months.
40 months. Yeah.
Wow. So you had to get like probation to another sentence.
Yeah, my probation judge gave me my backup time, which was 16 months. And
And how much time did you actually? Well, you came in what 2010?
I got arrested in 2009, sentenced in 2010,
Right.
came home in 2012.
Right. So for a guy that's just getting out of prison, because the adjustment from just coming home and being away. See, people say, well, 2-3 years, that is a long time,
Yeah.
especially in the district.
Yeah.
Because 2 years, your whole neighborhood could change.
Neighborhood
Right.
did change.
So, they building up, things are changing, people losing their property, they're moving out.
Mhm.
So people like, man, 2 years, you come on 2 years, you got new neighbors.
Yeah.
So in 2 years, what do you think was your most valuable lesson that made you not want to retreat or go back to where you
Came
at first
from?
initially came in?
2 years selling drugs. I always said when I talked to her, that was my biggest mistake ever.
Hustle.
Yeah.
What you sell?
That was my biggest
What you
mistake.
sell? What you sell?
Selling drugs.
What you sell?
Oh, coke. I think. Yeah, coke.
What was you? Well, I mean, what,
I was on the
so you on the block?
Yeah, I was on the block.
Okay.
I was on the block. 3 for 50, 6 for 100.
Okay. You're a rock man.
Straight like that.
The
Yeah.
Joey Crack.
3 for 50,
Okay.
6 for
All right.
100.
I need to know what kind of dude. I need to know what kind of
Straight like
dude I'm
that.
dealing with up there. I
3
like
for-
that crack shit.
3 for 50,
You know what I'm saying?
6
You
for
know what I'm saying?
100. I got
See,
you.
because a lot of dudes, I'm gonna tell you something. One of the things about being a trench man, that's what we used to call it.
Yeah,
Somebody in the trenches.
yeah,
Because a lot of us, if we would have stayed in the trenches,
yeah.
we would have lasted a little longer. Right?
Okay.
But because we had what I was thinking about today, we had like competitive. See, it's hate now,
Okay.
but we had called competitive drive. If I'm
Okay.
getting a half a joint
Okay.
and you getting a whole,
Yeah.
you were motivation for me
Yeah.
to keep going instead of me saying, man,
it was friendly. It wasn't friendly competition, but you was more motivated with the
right.
guy doing
We
better than
use you as what we call a measuring stick,
Yeah.
right?
I was-
For understanding
yeah.
me, you don't say we from the same hood.
Yeah.
Man, if you getting what am I doing wrong, then I'm only getting half.
Yeah.
Right now, see, I'm banging like you banging.
But you got that's another thing I learned too. Like, man, politics is man, what's going on in politics? They really pushing them buttons and turning them knobs. So y'all come from that Ronald Reagan era. Ronald Reagan was flooding the streets with that shit.
Reaganomics.
I come from the George W. Bush era. That
The
nigga,
drought. You come from the drought era.
I come from the drought, and
that's a drought era.
I'm from Trinidad. I remember when in 2008 they shut my neighborhood down. They shut Trinidad down. You couldn't come inside of Trinidad, and if you was leaving outside of Trinidad and you was a resident, you had to show your ID.
So you said that's almost like what do they call that? Martial law.
It was definitely
it was
like
a step
martial law.
underneath martial law.
It was one of those steps. They set up blockades in every entry point
on law, what they call it, Moors and all them streets over there.
Bladesburg Road,
Montello,
Mount Olive, Montello, West Virginia, and Florida Avenue.
So what
those
year?
The streets.
What year was that?
This is 2008.
Okay, all right.
It was 8 murders in 2 days in Trinidad.
Wait a minute, hold up. You mean to tell me it was 8 murders?
It was 8 murders in Trinidad
in 2 days.
In 2 days. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Did you ever? It was 8 murders in 2 days in Trinidad. In 2008?
In 2008, it was 8 murders in 2 days in Trinidad.
So they basically came in with the big Jones people on the Jones. You know how did they come in like that? Like the National Guard? The National Guard.
I don't remember saying the National Guard, but what I remember was saying all hands on deck.
Okay.
And what happened was
infested with police.
Police was walking. It was like police just walking, and there was like 20 of them in groups and shit. Like they was just walking the neighborhood and the outskirts of the neighborhood and making sure wasn't nothing going on. I remember that.
Do you think that'll work now? Because Trinidad is different now.
Yeah.
Trinidad is a little bit more easygoing.
Because
things gonna happen in the hood. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You got drugs, money, and all that.
Yeah.
You know you're gonna have some fatalities.
Yeah.
Right. The key is to keep them down at an all-time low. Right. You're gonna have some misunderstandings.
Yeah.
Now, if the hood is organized, you can keep the fatalities down. Okay. But if it's every man for himself and you got more Indians than chief, nobody can control them. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say in y'all in that Ronald Reagan from what I learned, number one, the technology wasn't where it was during the George W. Bush administration. Right.
That was the drought era.
And number two,
2008. You talking about what you talking about? No, that's 98.
Ronald
George,
Reagan?
no, George Bush. George Bush was president what? The
second
father.
term.
We talking about the
second term.
The son.
The son, yeah. The
so
son.
what
the
is
second term though? He served 2 straight terms.
Yeah, he was that was 98.
Term.
98 to 2002, and then 2002 to 2006.
Obama became president in 2009, right?
2000, yeah.
2000. Okay. No, Obama became a president.
Yeah, 2008. She right. She right.
Exactly. He came in August in 2009.
He got elected.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to be in office to be. You won.
I watched inauguration when I was over to jail. That's why.
Okay, that's what. Oh, that's what. Yeah, that's the actual. You can come to work.
I got you.
But you already been hired.
Yeah.
In 2008.
November 2008.
So he was hired in 2008. So Bush had 4 years, but he had
from 2000
right.
2008,
so 2000, because I was out in 2000. Yeah. That's why I knew Bush.
2008.
I was out in 2000. Actually, was the best economical year I ever had in my life. 2000. I haven't had an economical year like that ever in my whole life. I'm almost 60, and that was the best year financially I ever had.
When was 9/11?
That was 2001.
That was 2001, right?
9/11 was 2001. I was working downtown when that happened. By the White House, where they say,
"Why you laughing?" 2001.
Yeah, but we doing dates, so that's cool. And, we in the zone. We did 2 drinks in. Don't worry about it. Listen,
I'm 1 drink in.
Well, get another one. You might could get some dates right. You know what I'm saying? But come on, let's go. I get some dates, get this shit right. Sometimes that drink make you think. You know what I'm saying? No bullshit. But look, let's see. That's why I like interviewing people that, we love each other.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I love you. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, dudes, caught up on this. Man, look, I'm big into love, Slim.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people believe it's a gray area. And you see it's love or hate.
Yeah.
You know, dudes trying to
Ain't no
do-si do in the
in-between?
middle,
Ain't
in
no
between,
in-between?
and that's what get their head knocked off.
Yeah.
You need to fuck with dudes that love you,
Yeah.
right? Because a dude that love you ain't gonna cross you.
What if
See,
I don't know
anything
how
else-
to identify with love is?
Huh?
What if I don't know how to identify with
What you
love
mean
is?
you don't know how to identify with
I'm
love?
just saying.
Don't you got 2 loving daughters? Don't
I'm
you
not
got a
talking
love?
about
Oh,
me.
no. You said what if you said what if I? Who you talking about?
Let's paint a scenario.
Okay, give me one. You said what if a young dude never seen love? That is something I'm gonna
He,
give
don't
us.
know, he probably seen it, but don't even know how to identify. He come across you, and he come in the shop. His mother sent him to the shop every other Thursday, get his hair cut. And he surviving home. He surviving his neighborhood. He surviving school. You feel what I'm saying?
It's that hectic,
It's that hectic.
but he's
So-
getting through. He getting through. He
getting
found
through.
a way to navigate, but it's hurting him. Go
It's
ahead.
hurting him.
Right. That's what
I
we
like
talked
that.
about. Yeah, it's hurting.
It's hurting him.
Right.
Every time he come in the shop, you hit him with the "What's up, shawty?" And he always hit you with the
Right.
"What's up?"
Right.
And you might catch him on a day, say four Thursdays in. So this probably like 2 months, right?
Right.
What's up, shawty? Nothing. Mother just sent me down here to get my hair cut. He give you one of those.
I got them kind. I got a little dude that it took me 2 years to crack him.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah.
See, you got to know people. What's up, Tone? Hey, Ernst, Skinny, whatever. We can conversate.
Okay, so now that you answer my question, he ain't know them first couple times you was saying what's up.
Yeah.
It ain't you was giving
Yeah.
him love.
It was
You was embracing him.
Right.
Right?
Embrace it,
But
right.
he don't know what it looked like.
Right.
So you catch him on a day when him and his mother probably had an argument or something that probably happened at school, and he hit the shop and you say what's up, shorty, he kirk out on you.
Shorty, chill your motherfucking ass out. What the fuck wrong with you?
What's
Yeah,
wrong
yeah,
with
yeah,
you?
yeah. You got to go all the way too. Now, there's two
Yeah.
sides to every coin.
Yeah.
Chill out, Shorty. I ain't your problem. I've been trying to help your monkey ass. Sometimes you got to be straightforward too.
Yeah.
See, these kids now, because of the phone and technology, it's killing their community. They can't even write in cursive. So
No.
we talking about making a motherfucker illiterate
Right.
years down the line. All this stuff ain't by chance. I actually removing the books out the school. Dude, the kids can't write, right? So now they're gonna do a lot of acting out.
Yeah.
Because you're taking a lot of their skills, which really all that's comprehension.
Yeah.
To write, people don't realize you got to think
You gotta
about what
think
you
to
write. Right.
You gotta think
So
about
it
what
come
you
from
write.
here
That's a fact.
to here,
Yeah.
right?
That's
So
a
now we're
fact.
taking that away. See,
Yeah.
this is what I want you to do. I want you to be thinkless.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And act full. No, but not full. Act fool.
Okay.
FOOL.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you act, you're gonna do something stupid.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't put your emotions in front of your reason.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Just like a woman, that's something common in a woman.
Yeah.
Right? You can understand that because they bear the child.
Yes.
Right? You got
Yeah.
the spiritual connection from the cord to the child
Yeah.
and all that. So we understand how a woman is a little bit more emotional,
Yeah.
but
Make
over
the decisions
time,
behind emotion.
she can get it to the point too where she can put her reasoning in front of her emotions.
Yeah.
That's how she'll end up having a long lasting relationship with a man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because if you act off emotion, who's that on the phone? What was that?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna last long.
No.
Right?
No.
But if she, I see that motherfucker call over there. I ain't tripping.
Shit ain't about
You know what I'm
nothing.
saying? That shit ain't about nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I ain't sleep now. Right? I ain't
Yeah.
sleep now. It's, you know, they make mental notes.
We're gonna talk
See,
about
one thing about a woman, they make mental notes.
Yeah.
Right? You think, and what it guess what it make a dude do? He get loosey goosey.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He get loosey goosey because he think his game is airtight.
Okay.
We're gonna reel him back in because we ain't gonna go that way.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to the kids, which is
Kids.
most important.
Identify love.
Identifying love.
So you
I've had a kid.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna let you go because I know you got something to dwell on. I've had kids
Mhm.
where I start cutting them.
Mhm.
They don't want to talk.
They don't want to talk.
They don't want to talk. So
How you get them to talk?
how you doing?
Yeah.
I'll take the high.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
I'm all right.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Don't keep jugging at him.
Yeah.
Next week, how's school, shorty?
Yeah.
How you doing? How's school?
Yeah.
We building.
Yeah.
You don't build a house from the roof down. You build it from the ground up.
Yeah.
So it take one block after one block after one block.
Yeah.
Some journeys, and then you might get another young dude get in there, and he get a haircut. He talking about the girl. He just that type of guy. He already been here.
Yeah.
Right? You like, damn, Shawty, you act so cool. Right? So you connect fast with him. Don't mean you ain't gonna connect with him.
Right.
It just take a little bit more process. It's a more longer process.
I just use young males like that as an example because I feel like a lot of us don't know how to identify love. We don't know how to identify what we've been embraced at a young age because we survive in our neighborhood. We survive in our house. We surviving, man. When we kids.
So you say survival becomes the emotion?
Survival become part of your life when you're a kid, and it shouldn't be like that. So by the time you're a grown ass adult, you try and learn shit that you should have learned as a kid.
Well, the way they got it set up now, I'm gonna say with a lot of the boys. I'm gonna start with the boys first.
Yeah.
Now, me and you got girls. I got an older son.
Yeah.
But we have girls.
Yeah.
I know I can't raise my daughter like I raised my son.
What that mean?
That means that I have to have a different type of rapport with my daughter because I want my daughter to understand the kind of guy that she'll be looking for down the road is be somewhat similar to how her daddy treats her and conversate.
Mm-hmm.
Her daddy shows her things, right?
Yeah.
Because somewhere down the line, if she finds her equal, then these are some of the traits that he should be demonstrating to her.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, with your son, it's a little bit more hands-on.
Okay.
Because as boys, we don't really like doing nothing but let's at a point of a sword. We'll do something along the sword in our back.
Right.
Right? Because a lot of us naturally hard-headed.
Yeah.
And we curious. So we need to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And with this stuff that's going around now, a lot of people are sampling stuff. That's why you got dudes drinking lean and popping perks and all that. You know, not understanding what lane they really going down. You know, they thinking it's a fad.
Yeah.
But not understanding that you are signing up to be a junkie.
That's a fact.
Right? And it's no other sugar way to code it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're drinking lean, I don't care. Don't look at our quote unquote who you think like that because they got a few dollars. You know, some of them falling out on stage.
Yeah.
You know, dehydrated.
Yeah.
You know, so it ain't, don't get caught up on, you know what I'm saying? The blind can't lead the blind.
No.
You know what I mean? So, you know, it's that but I'm just saying daughters and sons are a little different.
On raising them.
I can't smack my daughter upside the head.
No.
Right? I can smack my son upside the head. But that shouldn't be how I'm raising them.
Yeah.
But the event might have to occur where I need to do that once.
What's the scripture? You spare your
spare the rod. What is it? Spare the rod.
You hurt your child, something like that.
God damn, my man done been a Sunday school.
Telling you, man, that's one of them.
See, one thing about us. One thing about anybody, the 50 and old crew. One thing about Mama, right? See, Mama already knew that she knew one thing about Mama. Mama know their child.
Yeah.
Mama might know their child a little bit better than Daddy because it resided in it.
Yeah.
That's the only edge. Not because of the smarter and all that.
Yeah.
I'm going to give her the edge because it was inside of her.
Yeah.
But it's up to the dad to do some homework, extra credit, and all that to catch up to the point where, you know, that's up to the dad. A lot of dudes will take the cop, man. You know, Mama. No, you ain't got to take cop. You can do the same amount of work ever to get to the point where you 50-50.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's what we got to do anyway. We got to always work extra hard. We can't just be you and think you're going to be great.
We got our work cut out just like mothers do. Mothers spend more time with the children. We spend more time in the field. Sometimes it might don't be a clash, but it might be a misunderstanding of how much time we got to spend in the field to provide versus how much time they got to spend with the children to nurture. I think one of the biggest things that kind of like create static in that situation.
Well, you talk. Hold up. What situation? A girl and a dude.
The mother and the father.
Okay, all right, go
when
ahead.
It comes to
they're working together.
The
you talking about under one roof?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Working together to
right.
raise
same
kids.
team. We always on the same team, but y'all
we under the same roof.
Right.
It's different from being under the same roof and not being under the same roof. It's a big difference, man. Especially when you raising the kids.
Right.
But I'm speaking from being under the same roof.
Right. Right.
You the father, you spending 50 to 60 hours in the field. And the mother, this is something that I feel like is not being inputted in the conversation. Women, of course, they're going to spend more time with the children, take the kids to school, pick the kids up. But there's one thing missing from the conversation is she working too.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like you see it online a lot. Dudes talk about how the men are supposed to provide and the women are supposed to be nurturers. Women can't 100% nurture if they got to get in the field and provide too.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like women got to understand that men got to work themselves to a position to where as though you ain't got to be in the field 4 to 8 hours a day and still go pick up the kids and cook dinner. You got to work your way to that position because we not just waking up and being able to make enough money weekly or bi-weekly to where as though the mother of our kids don't got to get a job too.
Okay, you're talking about economics as far as two people in a household
and raising kids. So
raising multiple kids.
Mother, we said the mother know the child more, right? And instead of taking a cop,
right,
we spend more time with our kids and get to know them too. But I brought up, all right, we raising the kids in the same household. Yeah, the mother of my children might know my kids more than me, and I can combat that with I work a lot. But you come back and say we still got to get to know them too.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah, but there's certain things, but especially when you got girls, like
Yes.
certain things. Now I leave the woman in certain areas. Like if I got daughters, I'm not gonna get all into my daughter's cycle.
Nah.
Right. So see, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not.
That's
doing
where
that.
woman and the kid. That's what I'm saying. Where
Yeah.
females different. So you got different. See, well, a woman is more. See, one thing about a woman. A woman's nature is to talk about the problems.
Okay.
A man's job is to solve them.
Gotta solve them. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You see, because the major incidents or problems you're gonna have in a relationship, infidelity ain't nothing, man. People can survive infidelity.
That's 100.
You know, that's nothing.
Fact.
But if your ass gets set out, I don't fuck with you no more. A woman can. You got my shit all out here. And we done got set out. Everybody know we some shit.
Yeah.
Cause for real. Now, when people get settled, I don't know if a lot of people experience this.
Yeah.
But to get your shit set out,
yeah,
it's some serious shit.
That's a different experience,
Right? See,
man.
see, people don't understand when you get your shit set out, they ain't looking at the woman.
That's it, man.
Unless she's by herself.
Yeah,
if the man, you've been coming home, pulling up in that parking space, dropping the kids off,
yeah.
you get set out, guess what everybody looking at? That man nigga some shit.
That's
man.
an L. I feel like that's one of them L's that you will forever learn from. That's a mean L.
That's a mean L.
That's a mean L.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I know people. They got set out and turned it around, Slim.
I got set out
and used that as motivation.
I'm not going. I got set out before, but I was already gone when they sent me out.
Yeah, but still, I know what you're saying. That's because you understand. That's back to that what we was talking about. The street, the city. Yeah, right.
I was already gone.
Yeah, you was gonna at least keep your character clean.
Instead
of 400 people know you got set out, just 30 know. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody know because I was already gone. So
yeah, the family know.
They know it's my stuff. Or the family know, but the neighbors ain't know.
Yeah. I'm saying that's 30 people. Family go to you. You know, Tony got set out. You know, family do it to you too. They, he ain't got doing good now. But I mean, when he got set out, see, they throw that up in your face too.
Man,
so
I'm gonna keep it 100. I come from the bottom. I done took crazy L, mean L's to this day. That's why I was able to say, like, man, that's one of them L's you gonna learn from forever. And that L right there, man, coming up from that L, I ain't never looked back.
Right. So you saying pain is a motivation for you. Pain and embarrassed. Because, I'm
gonna say you could put pain in there, you could put embarrassment right there, but I feel like,
do you think a person is embarrassed when they get to the front of the line and they got $250 worth of groceries and they swipe their card and they thought they had money on it, but their spouse took the money out there to pay another bill and it don't go through? Do you think the woman is embarrassed when the line is long? Everybody asking them, man, what's going on up here? You see,
a human being would definitely be embarrassed. I think as a human being, yeah, you would be embarrassed.
So the difference between a woman and a man in that situation, a woman gonna call you and she gonna be trying to figure out what you do, what the money, guess what a man be trying to figure out? how we can get through this motherfucker.
Yeah.
We get these potatoes and shit. How we gonna figure this shit out, man? Hey, Slim, loan me 80. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what a man gonna be thinking about. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between a woman and a man. A woman gonna come, well, I know damn well you ain't take that last. But see, you done paid some shit, the phone bill, right? Guess what it do, man? Man, Slim right there. I know he getting it. He from 4 Steve. Hey, Slim, hey, loan me 100. You know, we gonna figure out a way to make it happen, right?
Yeah.
Right, because we know down the line.
Solve the problem.
Huh?
Figure out a way to solve the problem.
Well, a woman, that's back to being emotionally tied to something, opposed to putting your reason in front of emotion. You got to put your reason in front of emotion because that's how you drive the car with a license.
As a man, yeah.
Yeah, you got to, I mean, a woman too, but they just got to get to that point because they emotional creatures.
Yeah.
Right? You got to realize they have the womb.
Yeah.
Right? So when you have the womb, we are the projectors.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's how you actually consummate a marriage. The marriage ain't consummated through the paper that you sign. The marriage is consummated through you actually have sex with the woman. So actually, whoever you had sex with, that's who you was married to.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of dudes say, man, I ain't one near right. Well, you done been with 5 women in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So you've been married 5 times.
Already.
Right? Because the actual sexual act consummates the marriage.
That's
a lot of dudes, they got operating on someone.
That's
Jump the broom and the marriage ain't even consummated till y'all had a honeymoon. That's why the honeymoon, they just called it a honeymoon.
Yeah.
But that's really the consummation.
Yeah.
That's why, according to whatever, they used to not have sex until they get
married. Yeah.
Right?
100%.
But we got a little too loose for that. It's got
different.
And titties blasting and ass blasting. We ain't waiting all that time.
Y'all from
yeah, and we need to test the water, make sure it ain't no slum.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, we need to make sure it ain't no slum. You talking about the rest of your life. We need to see what the fuck really going on.
I'm gonna keep it.
We see, we know from one time. I can work her a little bit there. She might got a little bit more hip movement, but down the line we are, and we happy. She don't know all the tricks off the day one.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we know we can grow together.
I'm about to say you can build.
Yeah, we can grow together.
She gonna work
out. Saying? If you eventually find out go from 20 to 25 to 30, 32.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she'll find a figure what wiggle, what wiggle makes you giggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out the arch.
Right. But that's over time.
Yeah.
But it's got to be something there. It's got to be other characteristics and traits to make you invest in her to even think about that. Because sex is just something that we all know that one day,
I'm from that toxic era, man. Sex is the number one thing.
So, okay. So you think that, I gotta have some good pussy for me to fuck with you.
I'm from the toxic era, man.
So you believe in that? Not you, because you straight. I don't never like to use people's situation. I'm talking about from the lenses.
Yeah.
Do you think that a man could actually stay with a good woman? She got it going on.
Yeah.
She got everything, but the box is like a 6.
That box is 6. She getting cheated on. Keep it 1,000 with you. If that box is 6, she definitely getting cheated on.
She hard worker. The couch is clean. Food is good.
I'm from
the turkey wings got gravy on it.
I'm from Northeast DC.
Yeah. So you saying
that box is 6?
So you saying
getting cheated on?
So that's contrary to what everybody be preaching. No, we go to church, we get saved, or you take your shahada and all that, we gonna be all right. So you tell me the box is important.
And I'm gonna keep it down. It could be the other way. And
that's what Leon Carter said. That's my man. He said facts. He said the box gotta be passed.
But that speak to our going back to what we was talking about earlier. Identifying love and errors we come from. It's in my error. If that box is 6, you might get hit with a bag of bricks the next time.
Well, let me tell
Keep
you
it 1,000. But look, what I'm about to get to is
go. I want you to explain.
We got a lot of loved ones that got firebox, but they not good females. They not good women. Or it could be, I can't speak for women with the niggas that or the men that they dealing with, but you could just look in the community. How we raised and shit like that. Our relationship is predicated on sex. So we end up bonding through sex, not even knowing how to really have sex, not even really knowing how to choose the partner to mate with. Endless red flags in front of us before we had sex. We still had sex. Baby come out of that. Now we got to get to know each other. I really don't even fuck with you as a person. Now I got a baby with you.
Wow.
And that comes from if that box is 6, she getting cheated on.
Wow.
No bullshit.
Wow. She said the box is, you say you're right. But see, this would flip side. The females, how you know you're Joan of 10? You know what I'm saying? Because see, a lot of dudes be bluffing.
Yeah.
You know, them gas station pills moving, Slim.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
I've been an athlete all my life. I ain't never had them type of problems down there.
Well, in our community, I'm going to say this.
All my life.
The average brother
Yeah.
should be able to handle his business. Now, we know, you know, some dudes got in the line last. The line got all the way down the street. Dude last, you know,
Some
God
niggas might be in
God
6.
hand out some thumbs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but for the most part, he handed out index fingers,
Facts.
right? So, you know, at one point in time, they used to say, your joint was from here to here.
Man, I ain't about to talk about no niggas' dicks on
I
here.
ain't
I'm gonna keep it.
Oh, man, I ain't said nothing about no niggas.
He
He talking science now, man. What's wrong with you, man? I said what they said scientifically. Man, you done went left field, man. Man, you done went crazy, man.
I'm
Man,
trying to get you to laugh. I'm trying to get you to
okay,
laugh.
all
I'm
right.
keeping it 1,000.
Okay,
I'm
you
keeping it
that was
1,000.
10,000. Talking about
I'm trying to
Jones.
get it down.
Oh,
Nah.
but look, check this out.
I got Jay to laugh.
Yeah, cause man, you,
Hey, you
boy,
feel me though, Jay?
yeah, but no, I was talking about scientific.
Nah, I feel
Hey,
you. I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, I'm
I
with
fucking with you. But I wasn't about to put my hand up and be like, damn, my shit right.
So you said a big hand joker might be talking tonight. He be figuring. That shit is a myth, man. That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit.
I had to get you though.
Yeah,
You put your hand out, I said, I got this.
You Hey, Slim, you got me good. Man.
I got you, Slip. But yeah, if your box is 6, you getting cheated on. And I'm gonna keep it 1,000. That's toxic, but that's how I was raised. I mean, I know better now. Don't get me wrong. I know better now.
Right.
But I'm keeping it 1,000.
On average.
On average, if your box is 6, you getting cheated on where I'm from and the way we raised.
Well, the average individual now,
it definitely need to be changed though.
It's different times now for really a lot of it. To me, it's not even about finance. It's about, not even about sex. It's about finance. I'm talking about the generation that you was talking about.
Honestly, I think you're right with that.
Because a lot of the young guys, the females are taking care of them. On average, a lot of the young guys, the females, when they go out there, listen, when they come get haircuts, some of the females, they cash acting.
Yeah.
They telling the dude how to get his haircut. Not all.
Yeah.
Not all. We're not going to sit here and paint everybody with the same brush. But I'm just talking about, I've seen this more than 50%. And we always going to have our 30 or 40% to handle their business. They don't need nobody to do nothing for them. They take care of the business. But y'all, and my man, the business owner, he done seen the dude be here or the bar with a girl, and the dude ain't dug nowhere in his pocket when the bill come. The girl done pulled her card up, swipe everything, the bill be $150. Yeah. Let's see where I come from. Yeah. That just couldn't happen.
All cash.
Huh?
You pulling out that
I brought you out. Yeah. I came to pick you up. I got you from your people's house. Yeah. And I brought you with me. Yeah. So if I brought you with me, I'm feeling good enough about you to at least,
pay for the date, right?
Not really pay for the date. See, paying ain't really it. It's about, showing some love. See, if you say pay, dude's gonna take it the wrong way.
All right, let's break it down then. So, to me, I think
you think you should pay for the date.
I think women taking care of men has been a part of our community for a long ass time.
Right.
I'm keeping it 1,000.
Monetarily.
Oh
no.
Providing a place to stay for niggas.
No.
Man, 100%. It's niggas. Let me turn it down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
Brothers out here.
Let's go back to what age, we got to go to age brackets.
All right.
Because there was a time when a woman wasn't working at all.
Yeah.
So it was a time when a woman, like you said, her job, which people don't realize, is a hell of a job.
Yeah.
To take care of the house.
Yeah.
Take care of the kids.
It is.
Make sure the food is ready.
Yeah.
Make sure the clothes are clean.
Yeah.
Taking care of a house
Yeah.
what you know, because you're a homeowner,
Yeah.
is a job.
Man, hell yeah.
Keeping it clean. Now, some people got a house dirty as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That ain't taken care of. I ain't talking about just because you pay your mortgage. And I tell you, if
Mm.
I come over your house, man,
And house look like a goddamn
a
circus in
cyclone.
that
My mother used to call it
motherfucker.
a cyclone.
Yeah.
You know, you paying the bills, but you know, taking care of your house. You know, when I go,
it don't look like home when you walk in that motherfucker.
I mean, I want to take a shit over your house.
Yeah.
You know, you got a house.
Take a shit in my bathroom. I got a hand towel
the
in
guest bathroom. I'm talking about
in the
not yours.
guest bathroom. In the guest bathroom, you take a shit at my house. You got a hand towel after you wash your hands in my house.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what taking care of your house is.
Yeah.
You know, one of the hardest things to do for any of us is to obtain a house.
Yeah.
Right. To be an owner of a house.
Yeah.
Or to be paying down the principal on the principal of the house, or to be,
Yeah.
you know, we
What is
already
the- what is
we don't have to
principal?
talk to real
What is
estate
paying
people.
down principal? Stuff like that. Yeah.
But that's one of the hardest things to do for a black man.
Yeah.
And his family is to have money underneath a roof.
That's 100. That's 100% fact. And
That's-
I'm
that's
gonna speak. I'm gonna speak on it personally, cause it happened for me in 1 year, and it was unexpected, but I took an L in that year,
Right.
and it wasn't even like it wasn't an L that really hurt me. It was like
So you said it was a lesson and a blessing.
it was a lesson and a blessing. I crashed my truck, destroyed it, totaled it, had to get another one. But in the meantime, between time, it was a struggle because we didn't have the means or the funds to get another car.
Right.
And at the time where I was working at was so far, it was impossible to even make it to work. But I ended up getting a foreign car.
Right.
And I wasn't even
with the Audi?
I ended up getting an Audi, and I wasn't even thinking about getting no car. And 8 months after that, I ended up getting my house. And the reason why I ended up getting my house because they started beefing in my neighborhood. And the beef had got so bad. When I bring my kid, when we coming home and we go upstairs, you smell PCP in the hallway. You literally couldn't sit on the porch. This is when I learned what old people talk about when they say we can't even sit on the porch. We literally couldn't sit on the porch.
So you was a prisoner in your own home.
And when it got to that, I felt like I was in survival mode no more, but that survivor's instinct kicked in, and it happened just like that. And when I got my house, and I sat back and really realized how blessed I was like, it just changed my perspective on being successful and established. Like at one point, I ain't gonna even lie, before I got my house, I thought riding around in the Audi was being successful. But it wasn't, because I was still in the neighborhood. It wasn't successful at all.
So basically you saying at that present time, you had fell for the trap that a lot of us fell for, just riding around, shining on everybody that's on the corner.
Yeah.
And you got an Audi, you know, the false sense of reality, like you made it.
Yeah.
But how you made it and you still right there. But you can make it and still be right there, but you just have to grow from another point from where you was at. You just saying that.
I needed something, how we say, put fire under your ass? That's what they say?
Yeah, put fire.
That's what happened. When I seen how they started beefing real bad in the neighborhood, and I started thinking about my family, that was like fire under my ass.
Because you got daughters.
Yeah.
And they were little itty bitties.
Yeah. Pretty daughters, beautiful daughters.
Yeah, you got some queen, you got some little princesses.
Yeah.
And you know, I remember when you and your missus.
Yeah. Shout out to my missus.
Shout out to your missus.
My missus.
Hey, listen, I could even tell you, and me and you go back, right? And you know, as an older guy, I only did for you what somebody did for me.
Yeah.
Somebody seen a light.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it couldn't have been, and when people say a light, it might have been just a little pin light.
Yeah.
Right? But just that little pin light lets you know it could be a flashlight.
Yeah.
And then with that flashlight, you know it could be a street light.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And a street light can turn into
a stage light. A stadium light. An arena light. A sunlight.
But you got to have light for me to see.
Yeah.
And when I seen that, and I was just looking at you, and you know, you like was a little apprehensive approach because you kind of like was staying in that cell kind of tough, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, shorty kind of quiet, man. You know, you can't just pull up on anybody. As I only remember exactly, and I'm usually good remember what I said, saying to people, but I just probably spoke to you or something. Hey, shorty, how you doing? Because I used to walk because you had the second cell right there.
Mhm.
And I used to walk past, and you always had your door open, like you ain't in this motherfucker nervous. That I think that's what did it.
Yeah.
You had your door open.
Yeah.
Now scared mode, he going to don't want nobody knowing me in there.
Yeah.
Or a private joke, not just a scared joke. He just want to clear the door, keep the noise there. But you kind of like had your door open where you could see, and you had your seat where you could see straight where nobody couldn't run up in there.
Right.
Right. So I
Close to the door.
right. And I've seen something. I don't know how we actually engaged, man, but however it happened, I was so glad because we just started building.
Yeah.
We just started building.
It probably was the same way you engaged with all the other youngins. What I remember, what I take from when we initially met is what I tell you all the time. You did something that nobody never did for me, and that's give me a book that changed my whole perspective on everything.
A book.
No question. I remember the book you gave me, the author, and everything.
What was the book?
Unlimited Power, Anthony Robbins.
Anthony Robbins, Unlimited Power. One of the best. That's in my top 10.
Yeah, top 10.
Top 10.
Top 10 Anthony Robbins. Yeah.
See, once you read it, now I already know how long it take to read a book.
Yeah.
If somebody really reading it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Being an advocate reader. The dude said, man, you smart, you know, that's just read a lot. You know what I'm saying? And being incarcerated, one of the first things the dude told me, a young older dude, he's 70-something years old. He said, man, how much time you got? I said, I got 135 months. He said, oh, you should at least read 135 books.
God damn.
I said, this motherfucker tripping.
Yeah.
No. I didn't even say what you said. This motherfucker lunching. We walking the track. I couldn't see what he was saying, right?
Right.
But when I broke it down, I said, damn, that ain't bad. That's a book a month. Right? And once you start getting started on that journey, a book a month might turn into 2 books a month.
Man.
Right?
Yeah.
And then a book a month might turn into 4 or 5 books a month.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're going on a steady pace, then you look up because you done lost count now.
Yeah.
You on 300 and 400 books.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now the stuff you're reading is kind of like correlating with what you always read. I ain't reading nothing but self-help books, how to do books, spiritual books, because that's the only books I gave you.
Yeah.
I gave you books to brainwashers.
Yeah.
You know, see, a lot of people don't, man, a lot of our brains need to be washed.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's some dirty lungs, it's toxic.
Yeah.
So you got to wash, do something. See, they used to use that. That was back in the day, they used to use that as, that was a bad thing.
Yeah.
But right now, we got a lot of people that need their brains washed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of us need our brains washed.
I needed mine washed.
Need our mind
and I still need it washed because what's going on here
Keep
now with
washing
all this flesh showing and these titties out and these ass blasting. I'm a married man.
Sexualization.
And I got eyes. I still got 20/20 and you know, what you call it, sexualization?
Yeah, sexualization.
Sexualization and all that. I'm trying to be a good husband. And, you know, girls getting ass jobs and shit. I can't help but see I spent $4,000 or $5,000 worth of shades, but I can't keep not seeing that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I spent $4,000 or $5,000 on shades.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers. I can't stop looking at them. You know what I'm saying? Because it done got evident. I mean, you know, perfect is the new real.
Yeah.
Right?
Perfect
See, so
is the new real.
fake is real and real is fake.
Real is fake.
Right? So I got to be able to sell you on something that's not
entertaining than the truth.
It what seems to be.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the truth ain't even selling no more.
Nah, man.
Tell a dude, say, man, your breath stink. Fuck you talking about, nigga. He'll shoot you. Slim, your breath been stinking for the last couple of years. Dude, that just ain't nobody fuck with you. They ain't told you.
Yeah. And
I'm talking about you, though.
Nah, my breath.
No, I'm not talking about your breath stink. I'm talking about. I got your ass back there. You fucking with the king now. He's like, hold on, this motherfucker really tripping. No, boy, no, I'm just bullshit.
I was rolling with
you. Yeah, but I was just on the real though. A lot of times people have the people around them that really don't have their best interest. They just, you know, what they call yes men. You know, kind of like the guys that John, you know, or Morant had around him, guys that, you know, really not aiding and assisting to the cause, not understanding the big picture. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about that.
What?
John Morant.
But John Morant young, so I give him a pass.
Okay.
Right? I give him a pass.
I don't feel what he did was.
I don't feel what he did was right, but I know me.
Yeah.
I'm talking about me.
Yeah.
See, a lot of dudes like that. He ain't showing you. I can't sleep with 200 million.
You can't sleep with 200 million?
Couldn't sleep.
You got 200 million, you can't sleep.
Can't sleep. And what do you want to sleep for? Sleep for what? I might die and somebody else get it. See, I'm just being honest. At 20, 21, 22 years old.
Yeah,
See, you got to understand, dudes be talking, man, Sean tripping. Come on, man. These dudes, a lot of dudes ain't even got. They was 21 years old and he had 2,000 in the bank.
Come on, man.
We talking about a guy that got $200 million.
200 million.
And
man.
you young and the music. See all this. I'm talking about not pointing no fingers, but music and false sense of reality,
music,
everything, and Slim. You see how dudes act when they get their check on Fridays? Cause he know he worked for an organization where he see a dude should been there 10 years, he been should have had direct deposit. He cashed the check at the liquor store.
Yeah, man.
And he hyped every week like he got everything.
Yeah, you see
But
him
you
in
clearly
that-
know this man's finances fucked all up. He cashing the liquor store. Letting the dude take 12% out of his, you know what I'm
Man,
saying?
what?
And he 42. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
tripping, man.
but on Friday, you can't tell him nothing because he buying the best shit. He buying the best liquor.
Yeah,
He having a inflated dream for 24 hours.
that's a fact.
Because Friday, he starts
time
spending the
Monday
big
come
bills.
out, yeah.
Saturday, he's starting to get petty.
Yeah,
Man, what you got? What you putting to see Friday? I got it, Sean.
yeah.
And Friday come, he woke up Saturday morning. God damn, I spent 300 last night.
Yeah.
Bullshitting around.
Bushing around. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
no
So,
question. I think with Ja Morant, Slim Thug made a good point. He broke no laws. He didn't break any law.
No.
I feel like they using him being an NBA player and expecting him to, quote unquote, behave a better way is bullshit. It's bullshit because my man was in the club, and this go back to culture. My man was in the club. Well, no, he was in the car.
Mhm.
He was in the car with the gun, right?
Mhm.
Okay, that's the first time, right? The club was
the first time.
okay. So we in the club, right? Number one, going to the club is a part of our culture, our lifestyle. I ain't trying to make it about race, but white boys is out in the woods with all kinds of fucking guns every day, doing the same thing Ja Morant did. And they work for the biggest organizations. This is a part of their culture.
Mhm.
And I feel like it's a misunderstanding with our culture.
Mhm.
Or it ain't even just not just a misunderstanding of our culture, but it's a whole lot of political bullshit around our culture on them levels.
Mhm.
They monetize off our culture, but they don't really want to respect our culture.
So you
They
basically
use our culture against us.
so you basically saying
That first time,
Ja Morant basically caught flack because
he was living his life,
not what he was
being
doing.
in his culture.
No, but not what he was doing, but who over him pockets he was affecting. See, because you got to realize that people over top of Ja Morant, the guys that sign the checks,
Yeah,
they got visions for you too.
and they expecting you to behave a certain
Listen,
type of way.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
every black man that's listening to this podcast
That's
all over the world is never ever gonna be a white man to give you $200 million
and don't expect
unless
you to,
he expect to make $1 billion off you.
Yeah.
Right? So he gonna give you 20% of what
That's-
he gonna
that's
think he
game.
can have.
That's game.
See, the good thing about this type of shit, I'm gonna see in there too. I'm trying to go hard on this. You got enough for a break. A break is always good. Yeah, good. Very cool.
Open up here.
Man, this joint, we back. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. We back. All right, sorry for the technical difficulty. We got 12 more minutes count. 12 more minutes times 60. 12 times 60 is what? 600, 720. Nah, 740.
740, you sure?
720.
720.
So we got 720 minutes.
720
No,
seconds.
I'm just bullshitting. 720 seconds.
Okay.
Right, we had a small technical difficulty. We was talking about what before? What was we talking about? Sis?
John Morant.
John Morant.
Yeah.
Oh, he's talking about how if I can pay you 200 million,
I'm making
gonna
make a billion.
Yeah, 10 times more. Yeah, 2 billion.
10x that.
2 billion. So we was talking about we went back to LeBron. We talked about how they gave LeBron a billion for a lifetime.
Yeah.
But a lifetime is 40 years for LeBron based on his age. So over 40 years span,
He's gonna make a billion.
No, they're gonna make 100 billion.
Yeah, that's a man. That
Off
was
his
a
name.
bad deal, man.
Well, it was good for him because he need the money to do things where he could flip it.
Man, that's the key word right there. So
right. See, a lot of times there's a way you see a lot of artists and they liquidating their catalogs. Their catalogs.
Yeah, a lot of
people selling their catalogs.
Your catalog is your asset.
Well, a lot of people see
puts money in your pocket.
No, it used to be asset. They see where it's coming because AI is great. Take over all that, so they're gonna be able to go in your catalog and take your music and be able to do whatever they want to do. They already started doing that anyway.
Yeah.
The AI and all that, that's another podcast artificial intelligence. They can go in your music right now and retrieve it and have Biggie songs and make them say. So they showing you what they can do. They're just saying we're gonna use a little bit of respect. But we showing y'all what we can. Don't think y'all really got something for real.
Force you to sell your shit to us.
Right. What they want you to do is liquidate everything you got. Then they'll take it
and
sample it 1,000,000 ways to your 1,000.
Yeah.
Right? The way that Dr. Dre could sample a song 100 ways.
Yeah.
Once they get AI, they're gonna be able to sample it 1,000,000 ways.
It's a dirty game.
Yeah.
Dirty game.
Shake and bake. Yeah. But look, we're gonna close out because you got a long ride. Right? Yeah. Really appreciate you showing up.
Appreciate you.
Here in the Entitlement Lounge. Tuesdays tomorrow we have karaoke on Tuesdays. Wednesdays we have R&B night on Wednesdays. Thursdays they have okay Thursdays they have regular DJ. Fridays, what day would you find feasible to come up here? Because we got the owner right here.
I'm trying to see what them Belgian waffles hitting on, man.
Okay, you want to do brunch?
I'm trying to see what them Belgian waffles hitting on.
The food is a torch.
Yeah.
They had taste tests up here.
I'm coming.
The food is a torch. It's one of the great. Listen, for 12 to 5. 12 to 5, you know, Mama already done give the eye. We be here. So when Mama give the eye, okay, I already know when you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it. I was trying to. What was the name of that lounge the Ears used to be in on Rhode Island Avenue? Damn, you don't remember that? They tore that down and made a house out of it. You know what they're doing now with a lot of
Florida Avenue?
XL.
That's what it's called.
XL.
Then
XL, that's the name of it. That's what one I sent y'all to.
I thought it was called Axum.
No, XL. You was close. You was close. You had the X in there.
Yeah, I had the X in there.
Second drink in, you had the X in there.
Yeah.
But look, they taking what a lot of houses now that's going through transition of the liens and the banks and back and forth. What they're doing is taking them Jones and they building up in DC.
Yeah.
Because
DC now,
DC now got kind of like a little New Yorkish.
Yeah, they building up.
Code where you can go up.
You can go up.
Right.
Yeah.
You can get your square footage up.
Yeah.
So dudes, man, I ain't buying none of that little Jones in DC.
Yeah.
But they give you 2,500 square feet up in the air.
Up in the air, yeah.
And you'll get the fourth. Like if you get a townhouse now, you got 4-level townhouse.
I'm gonna give me a penthouse in DC.
I like that.
Give me a penthouse.
I like that.
Come out the penthouse looking like Elon Musk.
Okay.
R8 Audi.
What about looking like Marvin Gaye out the penthouse?
Rest in peace, Marvin Gaye.
Rest in peace, Marvin Gaye. Look, I'm gonna give a short shout out to the Mason family, which is
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Nerdy Mason. We lost Mr. Nerdy Mason
Rest in
Saturday
peace,
night.
Mr.
I'm not gonna
Mason.
go into a long dialogue about Mr. Nerdy Mason because that'll
Yes.
be cheating him out of his due honor.
Yes,
But I
sir.
do want to let the guys know who are
Rest in
familiar
peace,
with
Mr.
Mr. Nerdy
Mason.
Mason, who has been established on 8th Street since 1961. One of the
Landmark.
longest tenure business. Lights never been
Black
out.
owned, yeah.
I also had lunch with the president
Yes, sir.
and everything. Barack Obama.
Landmark.
Also, we have summer Sundays. Won't be this week because the 4th of July, we know everybody got stuff planned, but we're going to reboot right after that, which will be the Sunday of the 9th. We have
Okay.
summer Sundays from 6 until.
Okay.
Free food while it lasts.
Up
You
here?
understand? Yeah, we
Okay.
got all kinds of stuff going on. This is
Damn.
from Rabble Rousers and Slink TV. We got summer Sundays. We had a great crowd, a building crowd. You know, we building.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we ain't socializing. We
And
building.
y'all in a good
We
community.
building.
This is
Man,
a good
listen,
area
man, this
right
is a
here.
great area.
Yeah.
They're good, too close to bad. See, a dude said, man, how you doing? You doing great. Slim, you
Great.
doing great.
Great.
You know, motherfuckers on Rhode Island Avenue, they doing good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
y'all
ain't
doing
nothing
great.
wrong with Rhode Island Avenue. Dude, when you don't want Rhode Island, ain't nothing wrong with Rhode Island.
Roll out. They done put some work in.
Man,
up
they
there.
put a lot of work in. Mount
Think-
Calvary got a lot of stuff. They got new buildings, everything over there.
Yeah.
But who you like for the fight before we close? Spence or
I'm
Crawford?
going with Bud, man.
Oh, you like what you
Going
like?
with Bud, man.
Who you
Shout
like, Jay? Okay, going with
What?
Earl. No problem.
I like
No
both
prob-
of them.
Listen, no problem.
Earl is Earl
Listen,
is a
man.
cold-blooded dog, but Spence is on a whole different
you like,
level,
Slim?
man. I mean, Bud,
Yeah.
Bud. My bad. Who you going with, big guy? What?
Hey, listen. One thing about that, I like that.
Yeah,
Because
you
you
won.
No. That's what all of us are. We different.
Yeah.
Right?
We-
And
we-
see,
we-
That's what we gotta learn how. See, that's what we done got away from that. See, I understand. Dude say you don't like you don't like neither one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Hey, look. See, cause
Who?
you like Tank.
Yeah, Tank, my man.
Yeah,
Tank
we
the
love
face of
Tank.
boxing right now.
We love
Tank
Tank.
the face right
I don't
now,
like
man.
Tank. I
Shout-
love Tank.
Shout out Javante
Yeah,
Tank
shout out
Davis,
Javante.
man.
I like his struggle.
That
I like
nigga
his
like
grind.
that,
I like
man.
where he come from. I like his moms.
I fuck with
I
Tank.
like the
man.
way his family, or I like the way he got his family back together through his fight and his struggle and his strength, which pulled this together. And I ain't talking
Turned
about
his
nothing
name
that
into
ain't.
a positive.
He had an HBO special about
Yeah.
how his mother
Yeah.
been through her journey and all
Yeah.
that. And then he got and see, that's what a man can do.
Yeah.
And some paper. You can't just be no man. Just, come on over here.
can't-
Fuck
you
all
can't
that.
talk about Tank
Yeah,
without
before
talking
you
about
can get
Floyd,
a motherfucker
man.
come to your house, you got a roof over your
Floyd
head.
saying that light.
Huh?
Floyd saying that light you was talking about.
Well, before we close, you got anything you want to say to the people? You got any videos you want them to check out? See, because they think we was gonna come on here and talk about rap,
Yeah.
but we was
We
rapping.
talk about everything.
We was
yeah.
rapping.
Rapping the whole time.
Yeah, rap don't always mean
Rapping on
yeah,
rapping.
yeah. But rap do mean that, but rap don't always mean
Yeah.
rap.
Yeah.
See, you got that's how they get this rap. They don't get this conversation.
Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight.
Yeah, we like to thank everybody for tuning in. We also like to thank our
Shout out to
sponsors.
you.
Shout out to you, man.
I want to give you your flowers right now, man.
Man,
You know what? Let me give you your flowers right now.
You always give me my flowers, Slim.
Man, you've been doing a hell of a job, and then you've been doing a great job, man.
Thank you, man.
Just being a man, just being a positive man in every degree. You've
Thank
been
you,
doing a great job, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Love you,
you.
Slim. Yeah. See how we hit that joint? See that joint real?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, we come from the decimal crips.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To where we at now. Look, you
Yeah.
flying. You know, you can't wear that joint in them rivers. You know what I'm saying? You can't wear that joint in rivers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But that's just to show you how change the time is.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we're gonna close out. I want to thank Rabble Rousers TV also
Shout
for
out
making
Rebel
this
Rousers.
happen. Right, Rabble Rousers 2904. I got that thing right this time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Minnesota Avenue. Also, you can record a track.
Oh yeah.
Right, you can come on in. My man
Hell
is
yeah.
available. Check his website out.
Shout out
I
Jay.
want to thank you for coming out, man. Thank you for being professional.
Thank you.
And we definitely want to thank my sponsor, Entitlement Lounge, for allowing me to have my platform here.
What's that address again?
This address is 829 Upshur Street, Northwest.
Shout out entitlement.
Right, this area right here, a lot of people don't know, is historic.
Okay.
See, a lot of people ain't really from DC. They just lived in DC. Right, they moved from, huh?
You from DC?
I'm born and raised. So I ain't talking about come from Kentland. My mother got a raise, and we moved over. And all shit. No, I'm talking about, man, we brought the first joint. Yeah, DC.
Yeah.
Because that 6-month period could be a difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference.
Yeah.
Look, we're going to close out, man. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
Yes,
Everybody, rest in peace, Mr. Mason.
Rest in peace, Mr. Mason.
For you will be able to tune in for Slink Television, which will give you some information on when Mr. Mason's funeral services and arrangements will be on my page, where you can find out anybody can come with and support a Black-owned business owner who established a business in 1961.
Yes.
1960, he was there through the riots and everything.
Yes.
You can also go through a specimen that they have on. He was on Channel 4 and all that. You just got to Google it. You know. So, Tone, once again, thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Thanks, wifey, for allowing you.
Thank the
you
wife.
know, to share some time.
I'm forever thanking the wife.
Yeah. She cool with me. Me and her
always
cool.
thanking the wife.
Yeah, you got to thank the wife.
I always thank the wife.
Yeah, dudes. Yeah, you got to thank the
Thank
wife.
you, my wife.
Yeah, you better thank her. You think, because that shit can go left when you don't thank them. You know
Shout out to all the men thanking their wife.
Yeah,
Thank your wives now.
Yeah, it's cool. Shout out to them single dudes, this loosey goosey out there, because you know some single dudes out there having a good time. You know what I'm saying? One thing about being single, it's a lot of play, but we ain't going to that. That's another show. We're gonna close out. We gone.